All right, we are back. So, today, let me jump over to the screen. Today, things are a little bit different from last time we played. We're on day 38. We were on 41, I think, last time. I went back to the first day to grind out some gear as well as getting some different abnos in general, as well as training some more nuggets. But I also made the executive decision after many tries and attempts offline to finish off Gebra's suppression off stream. This was mainly due to the fact that although I have grinded to a point where I can probably take her on legitimately, the amount of micromanaging time and effort I would have to spend on stream would be a little bit much. So, in general, I decided that I'll probably just do the cheese method just to make things a little bit easier on myself. But after testing the cheese method offline, I noticed that as a viewing experience, it wasn't very pleasant. Partially because Blue Star was constantly active, and I also had a lady facing the wall constantly screaming and distorting the screen, and in general I just don't think it was a very nice experience to watch. So I decided I'd just finish it offline, and we're just gonna be rewatching the cutscene instead. So that's how I decided to do that. I'm sorry that it had to be off stream, but I didn't want to spend a whole stream just trying to do one suppression. So, I'll probably end up playing this game again at some point, so I'll probably do it more legit and on stream that time. But I just did not want to spend like 3 hours having to restart over and over. So, we're gonna be watching the cutscene and then we're gonna jump back into it. And then we're gonna be doing one normal day and then we're gonna do Chesed. So, let's jump into it. Why are you looking at me like that? You look like a thief just turned up on your doorstep. I honestly didn't expect to see you here. Or, well, to be exact, I knew you would come here eventually, but I didn't expect it would be this soon. You had such a sour expression when we talked, but you actually liked me, didn't you? What the hell? I don't have any true contact with the lives of the people from the back streets, nor the pain they go through. Perhaps I've been living a more affluent yet cowardly life compared to them. From that, I've always felt so ashamed of everything, even to be graced by a small ray of sunshine. It wasn't always all that rough. I understand that it must have been a hard decision to come here, so thank you. Sooner or later, we will have to deal with unexpected hardships here. There are just too many problems to try and solve. I accidentally clicked too fast, but the real reason I chose to speak to you out of all the other syndicates or fixers that day was actually because of something rather trivial. What was it? If we're being honest, I thought I could barter with you for cheaper prices. Looks like it was a mistake to come here. I'll be going now. Please, hear me out. I saw you pay for the funeral expenses of an old lady whom you didn't even know. I truly admired your kindness, and I even looked forward to seeing it myself. Corpses can cause an entire alleyway to be infested with vermin if they aren't buried properly. Besides, I just wanted to repay her for treating me to meals a couple of times. Understand? I've never been close to being a kind person my entire life. Why do you keep smiling, damn it? Just happy to be great at discerning the best of the best. Carmen could back up what she said. She truly did have a sharp eye for people. The tale of how she built her reputation could fill a chronicle of history books and then some. The only problem was that Carmen was too wrapped up with taking care of others. She never had a moment to take good care of herself. We were on such a delightful upturn back then. It's almost cruel to bring those memories back up. We were flying towards a limitless world that never seemed to end. By the way, who's the guy glaring at me? Oh, that's A. He just always has a serious look on his face. I beg of you, please, protect the people here. I know I can trust you with this. From the past to the present, abnormalities have wandered the facility, killing numerous people. Despite my reputation, there were too many things I just couldn't save. When I think about it, my entire life was far from one of justice. You probably wouldn't know much about the back streets, seeing as you stayed in your nest your whole life. Those streets were a place where there were no need for justice, morality, or any other pedestals like those. If you have never been there before, you won't understand how agonizing and miserable the stories of people who live there are. How they are robbed of the chance to live a legitimate life. How unfair and unjust life is there. All I learned there was how to survive this miserable existence. But Carmen told me she wouldn't give up on anyone, even people like us. She also told us that the weak who had willing spirits could someday possess enough power to cut off the head. It was such an absurd and ridiculous thing to say. Why couldn't I just keep on with my life how it was before? I'm not smart enough for all those complicated calculations. I can't even write a logical or coherent report. The only thing I was able to do was draw my sword against those who opposed us. All my life I only used my skill for my own survival. But that day, I had never felt more proud to be able to protect others. However, I wasn't able to protect anybody in the end. That cut me deeply. I was filled with anger and lost my mind for it. Ultimately, you did manage to protect someone. True. You and that other person survived thanks to me. I thought I had lost Carmen's will forever. But after all is said and done, I had to have carried that will all the way here somehow, right? I feel like I can catch a bit of breath now. When we first reawakened in metal, we could feel the exact moment our final breath stopped, lodged into us like glass shards. Stupidly, I woke up with only rage left in my heart for the abnormalities. You miss her, right? I do too. I don't think she'll ever come back. We'll never get to see her shameless smile ever again, the one that made even people like me follow her. Or the light that radiated from her, flowing so much that one couldn't hold it all with both hands. But her will and promise will always remain the same, even after an eternity has passed. It will be a place where she can live on, even after death. If you happen to remember it, please tell me. Tell me the gift she left behind for us. And there we are. So we didn't get a Seed of Light cutscene because we hit 60%, not 70. So we're going to be doing a normal day, and then we're going to be doing Chesed. As tempting as it is to do Chesed right now, because we'll have one less abnormality, there is in fact a reason why I want to do a day before we do Chesed, and that is because Gabara's rewards are pretty useful. So obviously no Clifoth meltdowns in her department. But we also have, let me see. I don't think it actually tells you here, but we also have the, let me take you out because you can't get any EXP, my little boy. But the other reward she gives is that you can extract EGO one more time from abnormalities up to a limit of 5. Which basically means I can extract Aleph gear. And that's why I want to do a normal day before Chesed, so that I can get more Aleph gear for my units. Now, I don't have all the Alephs that I would like to extract this gear from, but we will get the ones we can with what we have. This is what our facility looks like currently, so we have a couple of new faces, you know, we have Bird of Judgment, and got some new tools and stuff like that. We still have this nightmare. Surprisingly, we got this one as well. But yeah, we got a couple of new WoWs, and we got, you know, I finally got my boy. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. I can just buy them here. I never actually realized that. Okay, well, then we're fine. Then we can do Chesed. So we're gonna buy out some more gear. Now, unfortunately, I can't afford, you know, to get everything. I also think we have to do this mission during an actual day, but it should be fine. Get these. Then we can put you back in there, and we'll make sure you get that gear. So we'll put Nicole there, Nini there, Cheesed. Yeah, we have a new employee as well. This is Cheesed. So enjoy cheese. Wait, no, I want you. Yeah, fun fact, even WoWs can have Aleph gear, which is nice. There are a couple of ones that do. There's also when we had Army in Black, which is a very interesting abnormality. Because it's essentially an abnormality that says it's one thing, but it's really an Aleph, like gear-wise. It's very nice. So let's gear up some people. Let's give you some an Aleph suit, because you deserve it. I'm gonna give you an Aleph suit, because you're gonna be cheesing with us. Do I want to give you this one? Yeah, because you can't have this one. You can't have this one too, though. I think I'd rather save this one for someone who's not going to be cheesing. So I'll give that to Ace. Do I want to give you this? I think I might give you this, and then a good weapon. Yeah, you can just have that set. I'm gonna give you that because you're gonna be cheesing censored. Now, who do I want to give the other weapon is the question. You have Smile. You have Gold Rush, which I'm surprised was an Aleph, to be honest, because I had no idea about that, but, you know, good for them. Can give you a WoW suit, at least. Okay, everyone is wearing WAV or better, so that's nice. Well, except for you, who's wearing he gear. Alright. You can wear this. And we'll give you a better weapon, too. Like, pale damage is good, don't get me wrong, but it's a he, so it's gonna do a lot reduced damage to higher tier abnormalities. I also want to make sure we have a decent spread. We have a lot of red damage right now, I think. And I would kind of like to make sure we have some other as well. I think... Yeah, we didn't get butterflies this time, so I can't do that. Yeah, so we have some red. A lot of black damage, but we have some white, that's good. So we have some mix of damages. I'm gonna give you a better weapon as well. Give you that. I'm a little bit sad I don't still have the parasite tree because I like the weapon a lot, but I hated dealing with the parasite tree, so on the other hand, you know. Okay, so Clifoth Meltdown level 8 and meet the energy quota. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to care about. Unfortunately, he's back. I got him after Gebera's suppression. But it was him, Smiling Bodies, or the fetus. So I decided he was the lesser of the evils, and so he's back. So let's try this again, and hopefully this time things work out, right? So this guy is going to be working on Censored for us today. As you can see, level 5 employee with 1 prudence, because that's the easiest way to get really high results. So that's just how it's gonna be. Now we're gonna work on the big boys as long as we can. And we're gonna be working mainly with the Aleph tier employees, because they're the ones that are gonna be the safest to work on anything. Well, let's see. Yeah, you do black damage. Now, for now, I'll just work on it. It doesn't really matter at this point. Well, actually, getting the extra energy early is probably nice. So... because currently red damage is boosted, but it's not to a very noticeable amount yet. That's gonna change real fast. We're gonna do our best. Now, Burrowing Heaven, you have to look at while it's being worked on, or you're automatically gonna just basically get your employee killed. So I need to remember to do that, which is why sometimes I'll just have like the whole facility on screen. Yeah, as you can see, he's taken a significant amount of damage compared to what, you know, normally you would, for how little he actually failed. Oh, the lovely ASMR sounds of Nothing There. I love Nothing There. He's probably my favorite Aleph, but also he is a pain in the butt to manage. So, yeah. Yeah, as you can see there, I looked away a couple too many times, and that almost went terrible. So don't do that. Don't be like me. Let me get some... Actually, we probably want to avoid Firebird as much as possible. We don't want Firebird to get out is the main thing. Because if Firebird gets out, we're gonna have a bad time. Because Firebird isn't aggressive, but does AoE red damage in the room it's in, which could be terrible. Get some extra stats. Oh yeah, we should probably use this as well. Just so we have it, in case we need it. Okay. Yeah, you do white damage, so it should be fine to work on you. I should have probably put someone with Mimicry down there to work on nothing there, but here we are. It's fine. We will meet the energy quota pretty easily. And thankfully, nothing there is in this section, which can't melt down, so, you know. Okay, you do red damage, you do black. Punishing Bird got out. Yeah, because Punishing Bird is in Central this time. A little bit worrisome, to be honest. But, you know, it's fine. Okay. We're just gonna have to work on it again. And now black damage has a bonus. Great. But that does mean that they can work on these and it'll be normal damage. You'll do extra damage though. So now Censored is buffed, so we're gonna send in our boy. Just to make sure we take as little damage as possible. Oh, okay. Okay, one tick and he panics. That is the problem. Also Censored is out. Okay. What the frick, man? You had one job. He's been doing it perfectly this whole time. And of course, now he decides to fail. Okay, where is he going? Oh my god. Okay. Retry. My cheese isn't working. Damn it. You were supposed to work. I guess it makes sense. It's 95 and not 100%, but still. How could you let me down like this, man? How could you do it? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to pray then. I guess I'm just gonna have to do this job. In which case, I might as well max you out. And then we'll put you here, and you can work with nothing there. Or rather, we could give... Yeah, we could give Kratos, and you can get Smile instead. That'll work. All my preparations and my cheese fails. I got you to 95% and you failed me. Every time I tested, I got perfect results. Very, very sad. But it is what it is. You know, can't guarantee a win. There we go. Actually, you are... This one is 0.2. What is Sound of a Star? 0.4. Yeah, which means technically he'll have more protection. He does have less SP max, though. So maybe I should wear Smile for this one. Yeah, I'll do that for this one, and then I'll swap them back, because I do like Sound of a Star. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully to a better result this time. I don't know why she's ended up at the top there, but... What's your health looking like? Yeah, okay. So we'll probably... Should have moved Ace up there, to be honest. Because Ace has the Justitia armor, which gives 0.5. I'll just move him up there, and if Pale gets the bonus, he can potentially take care of the burb. It's not really a guarantee, considering it's not ideal to work on it at all in that case, to be honest. White damage. Great. Do I want to send someone else down there is the question. Yeah, let's send Ace down there, just in case. Oh, I forgot Ace is all the way up there, actually. Never mind. Get in there! Don't fail. Don't fail me now. Thank you. Okay. We're still fine to work on you. P-Bird, hello. How you doing? let me send in Ace. There you are. Let me send you in and see how well you do in terms of damage. Damage? Nice. Okay, we got an easy dawn. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. We'll see. P-Bird, how you doing? Just vibing, I see. As you can see, the energy is kind of a joke. Actually, you can't see it, but we're already over halfway almost, so, energy, not really a problem. %77%, yeah, that's fine. That'll trigger the Dawn, which will kill my FPS, so, let's have some dudes destroy these real quick. Core's black damage and pale damage is buffed right now. I hate my life. Okay, we'll give this a second. You guys can take care of that, probably. Save my FPS, please. Okay. Where have they gone? There's a bunch down there. Go take care of those, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be the real difficult part, man. Okay, where did the last ones go? Oh, they went back up here. Okay. And of course they left. There we go. This should be the last ones, right? Yeah. Just gonna call everyone back. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, baby. It's okay. Okay, so black does bonus, so we're gonna avoid censored and hopefully not have a bad time again. I don't know if I want to deal with you either, to be honest. You should probably still be fine, but... And we're not doing bird. We're not risking pale damage. At least not right now. Okay, that does red damage, so we could probably send... Yeah, you have 0.4 resistance. You should be fine to work on this. Why does it feel like you have less success rate than normal, Kratos? What happened? Is everything alright, Kratos? Are you good? Yeah, let's just keep work and on stuff that's not gonna kill us, preferably. Oh, there's the pecs. Go, little guy. Peck. Peck to your heart's content. Because red damage isn't boosted right now, which means you can peck all you want. As long as I don't have to deal with it, I don't care. At this point, we're just gonna be working on baby Abnos. You do black damage. I mean, I don't think you'll be much of a threat, but we ain't risking nothing. Okay, pale and white damage. Blue Noon. Blue Noon could be potentially a little bit nasty. So, not super thrilled about that. But, we will do our best. And we will hope that things work out. Okay. Ouch. We're not sending Mason to work on you because Mason will probably just fucking die. So let's see. Central. Who is the best shot here? Let's send you. And then you also do white damage, which really grinds my gears right now. So let's see. You have 0.5, you have 0.4, but your stats are lower in general, so I think we'll send Ace. Orchestra is going to be rough. Because I might just have to go for a good result, guaranteed, because the damage we'll take from trying to get a normal result is probably going to be worse. Yeah, I'll just go for a good result. It's not ideal, but worst case, he breaks out. What are we going to do about it, you know? I'd rather have my nuggets alive, you know? So he's gonna break out the next time, probably. Great. I love it here. But it is what it is. Kratos. It's time. Please go work on this. Work on those baby Abnos, please. Honestly, anytime he selects pale damage is a good time because we have one creature that does pale damage in the facility and that's it. So if he could just keep doing that, that would be great. Okay. So we're gonna have a noon. We're just gonna gather some people up. A tiny murder squad, if you will. Okay, of course none of them spawn down there, but that's alright. We just have to be careful with the people who are, you know, mostly alone. Oh yeah, he's gonna come out there, so I gotta keep an eye on him too. Go kill the one upstairs, please. Oh, he's doing okay. I'll just send these guys to back him up. You guys can probably take on one of them, right? Ow. Okay, there we go. Easy. No one died. Everything went perfectly fine the way it should be. But we're about to hit the difficult part of this soon. Red and pale. Keep selecting pale, baby, please. That gives me a lot of options to work with, at least. Okay, so we're not gonna do nothing there. Thank you, I'll need it. You're... I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed to, freak out too, so, that's gonna be fun. Let me move. Let me see, who is it? You have the capo, right? Yes, so let me move Sarin just down here. And let me move you guys up here, because it's gonna freak out, probably. Honestly, it might just be worth it for me to freak him out right now. I don't... He does white damage, so now is the best time to actually try to kill him, because he's not doing bonus damage right now. So honestly, I might just do that. Yes, you weren't... you missed that, but I defeated her off stream for the sake of a nicer viewer experience, because watching the cheese is not very interesting, and I'm not spending like 3 hours on one suppression uh, over and over. So she has been defeated. We watched the cutscene afterwards that was there, and yeah. Okay, so let's just get the team, the kill squad. Um, I'm gonna need to look up the order of which damage was good for which part afterwards. Let me see. Yeah, she is black damage. Ninian, get down here. I just need to finish work. Okay, so white damage, go in that elevator, please. Yes. But it was actually Blue Star who was one of the biggest MVPs because it hits globally, but it does make it kind of straining to watch. So, okay, let me check Silent Orchestra because I need to check which order I need to send people in. Because it's different resistances. Yeah, so it starts off with just Emmy, or Kratos in this case, but I think Emmy might have the other sword. Never mind, Emmy has the mimicry. Who the fuck has the other Justitia sword? Who is it? We'll figure it out. I'll go down there. Go into the elevator. You also have red damage, which means you get to stand in the corridor. Let me see. Yeah, Sack should be fine to fight too. It's all about bringing the strongest nuggets because we don't want any babies taking part of this. We are not risking our beloved baby employees, aka the ones that don't have Aleph gear. Because while Silent Orchestra isn't going to be doing bonus damage, it can still do a lot of damage because it does proximity based. So now, who did I give the other Justitia sword? Because I'm pretty sure I gave it out, right? I better have, considering its pale damage. I mean, you have Aleph gear, but you just don't have the stats for it. Okay. Well, whoever has it, I'm sure it'll be fine. Whatever. We'll find out after this if I forgot to give it to someone. Now, let's break this bad boy out, and hopefully we'll be able to kill him. So it starts with Pale. Tinnitus warning, because that's gonna happen. Whoops. I need you to go in and work with him, please. Forcefully breaking him out. Because he's gonna break out on the next meltdown regardless, and I would rather he melts down when he doesn't have bonus damage. Because his damage can reach pretty far, even if I can ignore him. So we're gonna break him out and try to kill him so he doesn't steal the energy. And if he does steal the energy, you know, he steals the energy. But if he doesn't, then, you know, it's whatevs. Okay, so it's gonna be white damage third. So they're gonna move down. He should end up here, because he usually goes to the main department. Yeah, there he is. Kill him. Beat him. movement 2. So we're gonna be sending these lads. Get in there. Make me proud. Oh my god. We're already on movement 3. Pain. There we go. Nice. Because only one nugget that I can find has a pale damage weapon, and every face of Silent Orchestra can only take damage from one specific damage type. And it starts off with pale damage. So yeah, the others won't do any damage and they'll just take damage, so I just prefer leaving them outside for safety. But yeah, in theory, you can just send in, you know, everyone at once, but I prefer just keeping the damage a bit lower by not doing that. He really hates pale damage this time around, which is fine, honestly. You know, more of that, please. Heck. Baby Abnos. Okay, and then we'll wait because we'll trigger it off of a really baby Abno because it's gonna do extra damage. If it changes to that type. Okay, we can only work with black damage. What? I mean, it has to be them, doesn't it? Okay, but we can send... Let me see. Let me see who we can send. Has good white damage resistance. Can't send Ninian again because Ninian already went in once. And if you go in twice with the same person, they are gonna die. So we'll send Saren there. Of course, all of these do white damage because fuck me. That's what happens when you have an entire frickin' just the lower is just white damage, but I mean, Kratos has the most HP, so I think he's, in general, probably a safe pick. But he's also cursed to always die, so we'll see how it goes. And then I'll send Ninian here. We're just gonna do another successful one. We're at 6, so we only have to do 2 more. It's gonna, this one, orchestra is gonna, you know, melt down again. But we can use backwards clock to make him not melt down and bullshit our way through. So, then we might be able to just cheese past it, is what I'm hoping. Because now, you know, orchestra is going to have bonus damage, which we don't want to let him out, but I can sacrifice a level 5 nugget to backward clock, and he'll just not melt down. It's fine. The question is who we are sacrificing. Who is the most expendable of the nuggets? That is the question, isn't it? Okay. We're just gonna have the exciting time of just farming easy abnos that don't do that much damage. It's on his resume, yeah. That's the problem when you have the echo, you know. We're maxed on energy. We've been maxed for like 2 meltdowns at this point. Because I farmed the Alephs really early. Actually, let me do this. Let me see. Where are they? I can hide these for now. Temporarily, at least. There you go. Now you can see the energy. And the meltdowns were on. I could technically work with censored, but I just want to farm the easy ones, honestly. We don't need the energy. Yeah, because we need to hit Clyfoth 8 and meet energy quota, which is also why I don't want Silent Orchestra to get out again, because now that he's going to do bonus damage, and a lot of bonus damage at that, I'd rather not fight him. But then he'll take all our energy, and it's going to take a little bit of work when we can't work the really challenging abnos safely most of the time now. So there we go. That's going to trigger meltdown, which is going to make all of these upset. And now, who are we sending into the clock? The easiest would be Nicole, I think. But she is trained, which I think I'll send May. May should get there in time. Because it needs to be a level 5 nugget, or rank 5. And you're gonna see some magic happen. Unfortunately, we have to do a dusk, which sucks. But we're gonna try and cheese the dusk too. So May is just gonna wind back the clock. And now they're not upset anymore. So, the dusk is gonna be a problem, unfortunately, but we'll do what we can, I suppose. Why is Emmy all the way down there? I forget to send Emmy back after the orchestra fight? I think I did. It's fine. It's fine. She's back. We back. Okay. So the dusk, amber dusk, is gonna spawn a nasty little, the little bugs that like to show up during amber events in the hallways, and they have the special property that if you run into the front end of them, they do a lot of damage. A shit ton, in fact. So we're gonna have to be careful. They're only gonna spawn in the hallways, and you know, they only go from one direction to the other, and then they leave the hallway. So my hope is that we can ignore them and just, you know, if we queue up enough people to work, then maybe we'll be okay. So we'll see. So, because we're on 7. So we could potentially just queue people up to work and see if that works, but I am afraid that it's gonna kill someone, so we're just gonna make sure everyone is safe inside the main rooms, because they don't spawn in the main rooms. They can't spawn in elevators either, I'm pretty sure. And we're just gonna have, I guess, one person run and work as they wreak havoc on my facility. Oh, never mind. I don't have to do the dusk. Let's go. We did it. Thank you, Chesed. Thank you. We did it. And only one person died, and it was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Perfect. I'll just do notes. Did it just do the clap twice? Alright. What? You're kidding. People here don't drink coffee in the morning? There's no better way to get energized than drinking a fresh cup of coffee before you start the day, man. What's with the look on your faces? You weren't expecting me to show up like this, were you? Ah, isn't this a shame? I was expecting a massive welcome party, but I didn't think you guys would be so heartless. Well, of course I understand. You're all probably wondering why a talented man such as myself applied to join such a shabby company, huh? It's totally suspicious and nonsensical. I get ya. Well, everyone has their own agenda. Ah, so you're A. I think I heard about you from Carmen. Speaking of which, it was Carmen's speech that really brought me here. Where is she right now? So you came, Sir Coffee Addict. Miss, it's Daniel. You can sit down here. The person that sits next to you will explain the details of your work. What, so you knew I was coming? I told you, no matter how great you may be, you will always be in the palm of my hand. Jeez, I thought you were being sarcastic. May I request one thing before I join you officially? Could we get a coffee machine here? I want everyone to know how good a true, freshly brewed coffee is. Daniel grabbed everyone's attention with his fancy suit that didn't fit in here at all. I vaguely remember Carmen had told me about him a few days prior. That one of the elites would stop by to apply to our company. He's a bit pompous, so don't believe everything he says. She said to me. I asked how she was able to recruit such an elite. Carmen answered nonchalantly, as if I had asked about something trivial. I'm a master at blowing people's minds. Don't you know that by now? Turns out that a revolution doesn't always have to be accomplished with bloodshed or the bearing of flags, manager. I waited a long time for a savior. Someone who could free me from my inertia and wake me up inside. Can't wake up. I'm sorry, I had to. Why did I never come to the realization that I myself could be my own savior? Would you be so kind as to remember my mistake? It's very valuable to me. I hope your own pathetic little rebellion taught you a few things. Do you still not understand the reason why I didn't stop you? I'm referring to the real reason why I watched you without immediately putting you through the replacement process like Tiferet. I wanted you to engrave your lessons onto that metal body. Take your trifling resistance. That your trifling resistance ended up costing the lives of your poor little employees who trusted in you until the end. I know the word death means nothing to you now, but to them, it held meaning. That's weird, Lady Angela. Since when did you start caring about the deaths of our employees? That's rich, coming from the one who would gladly force a containment unit open. Clearly I'm allergic to Angela. Starting yawning every time she shows up. That's rich, coming from the one who would gladly force a containment unit open just to garner a little more energy, isn't it? Yet here I was, clumsily going with your flow as I assisted you. However, don't go thinking that this was entirely my loss. I know now that you don't really care about our condition. I know now that you weren't the one I should have been obeying. It's obvious that you should obey our manager and not me, she said. There is no need to state it out loud. You clearly know what I mean. I'm not going to let you do whatever you want now. You're such a loser, in the past and even now. Yes, I'm a failure. You don't have to point it out to me, but thanks anyway. However, although you may want to believe that nothing has changed, it is in fact many things that are changing. It rests on you now to resolve the mess you made, she said. Let's, as they say, bury the hatches with any hard feelings between us. There is one thing I want you to know, though. So, hello. Enjoy the benoise. No matter how great you may be, you will always be in the palm of my hand. I'm still afraid, manager. I'm still unsure if I can truly fight back against the fear I may face in the future. But I've decided not to run away, at the very least. So, what are my orders, manager? Yeah, 70%. Let's go. It's just Bina and Hawkma left now. Whew. My data and analysis are now lacking in some degrees, as this is the first time we've reached this point. Everything from here on out is a mystery. I know I'm not in a position to dare predict the outcome of your endeavors, but your task is not an impossible one. There's a real distinction between impossible and 0% possibility. As machines say that when something will never happen after taking every possibility into consideration, it has a 0% possibility. Thus, my vision of you succeeding through every tribulation in the future is not impossible, but rather has a 0% possibility. However, I won't be disappointed if you fail. I am a machine, after all. Even if the sandcastle you've built up crumbles yet again, I'll be able to put up with it as if nothing happened. Yeah, so this is just the day 39, which we've already seen. So we're gonna expand hers so we can keep getting her quests. Unfortunately, I don't think we successfully got her quest done because we didn't extract anything in the actual battle, but I also need to check if I did extract another weapon. Yeah, so Chesed's ability means there's a 25% chance that anytime a employee panic or dies, they will have like, 25% chance to not die. So his ability isn't amazing. It's like one of those, it's nice if it happens, but don't like go around counting on it, you know? So Yeah, I did take out the weapon. Did I just forget to give it to someone? In which case, I'm a big dummy. Cheesed. You can also have Sound of a Star. Yeah, I just forgot to give it to someone. I didn't give the second Mimicry to anyone either. Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. Why am I like this? Okay, there's a mod that changes that so that they stay their human versions, actually. So, you know, there is a fix to that. Ow, what? What did I... It's fine, alright? It's fine. I don't know who I want to give it to, though. I guess Chesed can have it. He doesn't have a amazing suit, but you could probably take that one, and you can take the WAV. Maybe a better one, though. Yeah, that one will do. Okay, who am I giving the other mimicry to? You all have Aleph weapons, right? Except for Nicole, but Nicole doesn't matter right now. Okay, I'll give you the other Hypocrisy, though. And I guess I can give that to you, and Deadpool can have the Punchy. Okay, so we did lose May from up here, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Sorry, May, you don't matter. Now, we'll put Cheese back there. I think I used to have Nicole in there as well. And Nini. Now, we just need to extract 5 or more EGO, which we can easily do. I think I'll put you down here so you can train. What damage do you do? White. Okay, good. So now we're just gonna work on Bina's missions, which is extract, you know, EGO, which we can do. Let me see. Boom, done. So you'll just train. I'm quite happy that Chesed did not make me go even further. I was genuinely worried I had to do the Dusk, man. Because I believe for Hawkma, you have to go past the, I think it's you need to get to meltdown 10. And then you have to finish the 10th too, so you can't just pop into 10. You have to like finish it or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. We'll see when we get there, but we'll probably do Venus first, to be honest. Partially because with the way I'm expanding now, we're gonna get Venus before we get Hawkma back up. Okay, let me double check this. Yeah, so they just have to work with it at least once. So, Ara, you go work on this. Oh, actually, we'll do Insight. P-Bird's out and about. Probably causing havoc, as he does. No, I didn't want to... There we go. Flesh puppy, my beloved. Oh yeah, you can return this. Oh my god, P-Bird. P-Bird, please. Can you calm down? Can you calm down, please? Please. Chill. Chill. Chill, please. There he goes. Nice. Easy peasy. There was a point in time where dawn events were actually frightening, but that time is no longer. You guys, please keep working on that. I'm just trying to speed through this day so I can keep doing Vina missions, please. Because the thing is, one of Vina's missions is you need to 100% have research on everything in your facility, which I should have from everything I've done. And, obviously I might get more Abnos in that I won't have research on, so I want to get to that mission as soon as possible. For the least amount of hassle that we can get. I need you to not do too good of a job, okay? I know it's a lot to ask for. Yeah, you're gonna do a good job. Never mind. I don't know what I was expecting, man. My employees are nothing if not overachievers. The sweet, sweet song of Pex will never stop. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. It's partially because he's in Central, so he'll usually aggro on these people first, and since the room is so big, he struggles to peck them. So he pecks them for a lot longer. He's trying his gosh darn hardest. He will get those pecks in, no matter what. Nice. Let me just let them finish their work. Good job, little nuggets. Nice and easy work day. Let's see what amazing choices we'll get next. Oh, you're back. Please eat my dreams. I think this is Dreaming Current. I don't remember what this is. Okay, let me Google these. Because I'm not picking Mountain. I don't want to deal with Mountain again right now. Fuck. Okay, that's the annoying one. That's the llama. What's this one? Is it Dreaming Current? No. Oh, it's this one. Oh. Wait. That's a Teth? Oh. Alright, we'll take this one then. It's an easy one. Okay, I believe... Yeah. Yeah, we have this cutscene before, too. Yeah. Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It is only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written there. These are also coffins. They're death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I've been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who do not even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words is black as pitch. It makes me feel as if I were being filled with a nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I'd feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me, Lady Bina? This employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting EGO. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world that they once belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager, the scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had to forget at all costs? From within the tombstones, inside them are Those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well in the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with cogito. Now remember, afterwards what? What did you see? The man, that thing. Continue. The man, he, in the well. He passed out. Poor thing. What will happen to him after? Do not worry for him. He wouldn't last a single day with a mind as feeble as his is now. It is much more favorable to sit still and simply watch the grains fall as the sandcastle crumbles, rather than try to reclaim the collapsing castle. I've seen what that poor sap saw hundreds, no, thousands of times, maybe more. How are you still fine? So you ask why I can retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now. It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, the strong, unbending back of mine. However, A, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? If there is at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I were ever to finally lose my sanity and run amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if day were truly to come, I would prefer that you terminated me with your own hands rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. One can take the word gift literally, a present from the abnormalities. Though weaker than the EGO equipment, they are still a part of the ego pertaining to the abnormalities. Beware, however, that taking too many of such trinkets that hold the egos of others may cause one's own colors to be muddled and faded. I already have someone with enough EGO gifts because I believe myself has 4. I think Nini might have 4. A bunch of nuggets have 4 or more, at least. So that's not a problem. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna do this one, because being able to re-extract is gonna be nice. uh... Mm. See, I'll move Justin down here. We have indeed. See? Apparently someone has... Does someone have 9 EGOs, or does it mean that 9 agents? I think it means that 9 agents have 4 or more. So yeah, easy peasy. Now, we do gotta research this thing. For, I think it's the next quest? So we got a little sheep. Which likes attachment, so let's send someone in. Work with the sheep. EP sheep. Okay, it goes back to its own containment. Okay, and if you attack it, it'll get inky. And if you leave them asleep, it'll be bad. It's fine. Yes, except since it'll put anyone it goes past to sleep, if it puts anyone to sleep and then starts yelling, it's gonna be bad. But it can't get out as easily as P-Bird, so it should be fine. There we go. We've completed the research. And now we will work on the big boys. You know, it's nice that they give you the percentage increase for gifts now, but it's also so late in the game that if you don't have a bunch of EGO gifts at this point, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, granted, if you started over from day one several times and you don't have the permanent agent mod that I do, yeah, you don't engage with the sheep, and Ninian's new drip is pretty good. I love the Justitia armor. It's really nice. I believe Ace has the second one as well. Yeah, there he is, looking cool. I keep forgetting to actually cut out my different nuggets, so there's still not a lot of nuggets. There's only Ninian, and I haven't gotten her new drip on there, but we're gonna get her new drip on there. And then I'm gonna start cutting out all the nuggets and put them on my pause screen. I'll get to stay there even after I'm done with lobotomy. It'll be a nice little celebration of the nuggets that took us to victory. Okay, calm down, nothing there. I'm excited to see you too, but we got things to do. Oh, they're both working. Nice, there we go. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful because purple noon. The lips. I have confirmed, though, that at the very least, Emmy does not give a single damn about Purple Noon because Emmy face tanked that thing to, like, when it dropped down from the roof. But that's not the case for all my nuggets, so we're not gonna risk it. Again, I've never had them spawn, like, outside of Central down here, but we are not gonna risk it. Get in there, Emmy. I know you can tank it, but we're not gonna be risking anyone's safety. Okay, you guys need to get that one. Really? None of them spawned in there? Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Okay. I'll go do this one. Oh no, Forsaken Murderer got out. No. What are we gonna do? I'm so afraid. Does this one have a gift? Oh yeah, it does. I'm stupid. Of course it has a gift. Kratos is literally wearing it. Oh yeah, I never mentioned it, but I finally got the censored EGO gifts. I just don't have a face. Okay, so just one more work. We'll just do this one. Doesn't really matter. That should be enough, I think. Yep. Nice. Easy peasy. Okay, give me some nice abnos, please. Please, fuck off. I don't want you here. Okay, what's this Dono abno? Let's find out. 105. Oh, it's this one. Okay. I think this one we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about for the song of it. Clever counter reaches 0. Its clever counter can fluctuate in from ways. Oh. Okay. We'll just do this one. It shouldn't be too bad. We've seen this cutscene as well. So we're just gonna skip it. As you find them in quotidian life, fierce fights break out every day here. You've seen this innumerable times, no? With enough time, abnormalities come back to life, no matter how many fragments they're broken into. It's one of the facts that drove Gebra mad. She took far too much time to understand that the abnormalities have to be exploited, not ended. Or maybe she simply couldn't free herself from the indignation of her past. Well, that doesn't concern me. The only thing I know is that I will never ever see what she was before. Nevertheless, I cannot help but be astonished by the potential of EGO each time I see her go on a rampage. EGO's potential? You'll never know it. You've never wielded an EGO. In fact, there are many weapons that have enormous power in this world, apart from EGO. Artifacts from the outskirts and from the ruins, the singularities of the wings are rudimentary inventions made in the backstreets. If used correctly, they would be weapons that could fare against abnormalities somehow. But given those weapons to employees that never even learned to fight outside of basic training is as useless as teaching a hatchling to hunt. The rabbits are specialized in killing. They can spot the enemy's weakness right away and focus their firepower, given that they have enough munitions. As opposed to our employees who cannot even wield weapons efficiently. That seeing as combat ability isn't a requirement to be hired here. But our employees don't even have to learn to use EGO. The power of the EGO grows in conjunction with the heart of the wielder. One knows how to use it the moment they wield it. Nevertheless, even though they wield that power, the majority of employees can't control it. Swayed by it, they hardly have a chance against the abnormalities. I haven't seen anyone that can draw out the true potential, apart from the red mist. To wield EGO is to dress oneself in the shell of the ego of another person. The wielder is merely imitating the borrowed ego, unable to completely make the power their own. Had I known that before being locked up here, I would have done anything to get my hands on them. If I could, the circumstances may have changed dramatically. Now I'm confined here, issuing orders to extract EGO, forbidden from touching them myself. You must have been scared still, even though my hatred and bloodthirst are locked up inside this rusted metal cage. Don't you worry, I no longer have anything left. But you never know. The yearning for blood could wax once again, for it is simply sealed, not uprooted. To use EGO is to borrow the power of another's ego. The employees may therefore gain enormous power and a strong body by donning the shells we call EGO. Even more so, some people such as the Red Mist took that power and claimed it completely as her own. But our own employees cannot do such a thing. The weaker one's mind is, the more it craves refuge behind the shell of another. We should definitely have enough Aleph gear for that, so that should be fine. So she's maxed out now. Worst case, we'll have to memrep for Hawkma. We'll see. You do get everyone maxed out, you know, by the time, but I'm not sure if we can do his boss fight because we haven't haven't gone back and forth. Okay. We'll just do this because I try not to let my agents die. Okay, memrep. So, this unfortunately means we're stuck with what we have. Now, the piano will show up, the one I picked, the Abno, will show up here once I expand this. So, we'll get there. But for now, we don't have to deal with it. So, let's just go. Yeah, we have 24 Aleph gears in possession. We're fine. Only getting green stuff today, apparently. Okay, interesting. Work, my little ants, please. Oh, he got the EGO gift. Nice. Nice. All I want is world domination, please. As I say that, the burb gets out. Clearly it does not want me to get what I want, but you know, it's fine. It's fine, little burb. I understand and I support you wholeheartedly in your endeavors to achieve world domination, people. Oh, P-Bird's out too. I'll get that one, please. Nice. Just don't fight the bird. That's all that we gotta avoid. This is a no bird fight zone. Thank you. Are you struggling a little bit with Blue Star there? Why you do that, huh? Hmm? Don't let Blue Star out, please, Kratos. I think most of my knights will be fine, but there are a couple of them that will probably die. So, let's not do that. Actually, does it say what the increase is? Okay, it just doubles the percentage. Okay. Fair enough. So it really does not do much for the Alivs, but you know. What did I expect? Okay. Okay, you should be fine. You guys should be able to take care of that one. No problem. What? Guys, I told all three of y'all. This clerk is braver than you guys sometimes, I swear. SMH. Okay. Judgment burb. Judgment burb. I'm missing 3 boxes, bro. Okay. Easy peasy. I think we've seen this cutscene, but we'll just go through it regardless once more. Because it's been a while. It's been quite a while since your first encounter with the abnormalities. I should suppose that you have become a bit more familiar with them. Let me ask you this question again. What do you think abnormalities are? Oh, please. You can't still believe that abnormalities are just bizarre alien creatures that appeared all of a sudden and that we need to isolate them, do you? Abnormalities are not the evil monsters that you read about in old fairy tales. They are not some supernatural gods that descended upon us to judge our sins either. There is an old river that has been flowing at the very bottom of the world for many an age. It is the source of everything, but has been forgotten by mankind. Yeah, okay, we have seen this one. Because I remember Big Bird. So we'll skip it then. Just had to make sure, man. Erstwhile, the world in which you stayed was once luminous. There was the sun and the moon, and also the clouds and winds that floated around them. It was a world of light, so to speak. But you couldn't stay there. You were robbed of the innumerable things. You lived with a broken heart, clinging to the void where pieces of your heart used to be. No one could understand your pain nor embrace you. Eternal loss dominated you. I was one of the thieves who robbed you of countless things. While I was at the top of the world, I watched you and looked down on your struggle. Not just you. I have seen many others that struggled. Those attempts were no less futile than an insect writhing. All I had to do was simply stomp on them a couple of times. But among them, there were some who would grit their teeth and climb up, dragging their broken bodies. It seemed that this was going to be another fun little trip, so I would drink a cup of tea before leaving with light steps. But as you can see, an unexpected encounter with the red mist got the best of me. And then you inflicted as much suffering upon me as I did to you, did you not? You were familiar with how to break the mind without utilizing torture or violence. After everything was done, you gathered up every little bit of what was left of my humanity. And you threw them into this pit until even my spirit soured and rotted. Maybe you told yourself that I deserved worse than that. Therefore you're an upholder of justice who has defeated the evil, no? Then I must ask, Why is that grand and righteous upholder standing here, making himself out as a prisoner like I? And what happened with that coward? The one who with fear averted his gaze from my dying one. Why is he down here, suffering the same punishment as I? See, there cannot be a sight more satisfying than this for me. Is this all that idealism of hers came to be? You've dragged down your heroine with your own hands. Do you truly believe that your duty completes itself just for shedding tears at the funeral of the innocent? While you never even let their bodies rest in peace? Ironically, you found a hope in all this misery. The raw material of the bucket, and the path to the river of all. Out of her you made the bucket, and you started to send it down, down into the wells of the people. The bucket rises from the well of a person, filled with the water that can only be drawn by that person. An ancient fount that has been flowing at the bottom, even before the birth of the world. Now it is simply drawn, regardless of the consent of the person. When the bucket that holds the faded ideal of hers comes in contact with the ego of another person, a certain change occurs. I'll ask her about the change. Maybe it's difficult to understand only by listening. How about this? I could show you one of her miracles. It's taxing, but for you, I'll gladly do it. The people selected long ago are awaiting their turns. I bring them here, according to the register. Let me introduce one to you. This one is nameless. He has nothing left, for he has abandoned all that he is a long time ago. For him, things like the remnants of the past or the pain of the present don't matter. He only stares into the future. Did you dream well? Yes, you'll finally dream for as long as you want, one that you will never wake up from. The employees will inject him with cogito soon. What river flows in you? What world lies in you? There are as many worlds as there are people. Discovering them is rather fun. No one must see this. That is why they adjust the level of cogito according to my orders, keeping their eyes and ears covered. Nobody should make direct eye contact with the drawn. But I can never dare to look away from him or to close my eyes, no matter how unbearable it may be. In the eyes of the drawn, there are abysses that only I can endure, and there are the things that shouldn't exist in this world. This is the punishment that you've obligated me to endure. A normal person would have gone mad thousands of times over if they had to put up with this. Thanks to you, I cannot even be graced with insanity or lose my mind. All I can do is capture all of it in my eyes. Now, we wait. Will it rise anew, or is it destined to be stuck in this pillar and spend eternity with me down in this place? We just need a little more time to find out. Now, do you finally realize what all these pillars contain? Well, consider yourself lucky today. At times, when the level of cogito is adjusted inadequately, some things that shouldn't exist come up as fragments. How funny that I say this, but they're like an adverse reaction that has its price for doing something unspeakable to a human being. The bucket can rise with some impurities mixed in with what we usually draw, such as the abyss within humanity, the subconscious, and all kinds of possibilities. From the past, from the present, even from the future, all kinds of beings that have existed and will exist in this world. Given that they're outside our dominion, there's nothing we could do to govern them. They float around aimlessly, resonating with the abnormalities and manifesting themselves in front of us when the moment comes. They are what you call the ordeals. Thankfully, they react to the Qlipoth deterrence, so we can put them to sleep like the abnormalities, but that's all we're able to do. Yes, as you have learned, extracting the abnormalities is my job. but creating them is Carmen's, whom you buried a long time ago. She is the mother of all abnormalities that have existed in this facility, and all that will emerge in the future. Tell me, how do you feel now that you know that those abnormalities that you faced above were part of these pillars? It's an agonizing sight to confront, but it doesn't matter to you, not at all. Or am I wrong? After all, erasing your memories and running away from them as if nothing had happened is your age-old specialty. As you are aware, abnormalities and ordeals are things that derive from the human mind and take physical form. That makes them possess the possibilities of the past, the present, and even the future. They are a mystery, and as such are unstable beings. However, we humans have never stopped digging at the truth. This desire to understand is not limited to abnormalities. We yearn to know and understand everything. So that was pleasant. Bina's a bit fucked up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, she's a little bit fucked up, and part of that is the manager's fault. We did make her extract EGOs for like a long time. And considering that usually drives people insane, you know, you can only imagine how much shit she's dealing with currently. Also, hello, Taros. Welcome to the chat. We are probably gonna need to recruit some nuggets, honestly, at this point, because we have a lot of log points saved up. Yeah, they're all robots. The difference is that Hawkma and Bina do not lose their memories every reset. So they remember everything from the start. And Hawkma, as we learned quite a while ago, is based on Benjamin, which was the only other person who survived the slaughter that Bina did back in the day. So, yeah, Benjamin was like our bestie and is now Hawkma. And Bina is not our bestie and does not like us very much, which, understandable. Have a nice day. So we're just gonna recruit some random nuggets because I want to make sure we have some extras. Yeah, it's, when you think about it, the fact that Angela will not actually tell you how many cycles you've done of this resetting should say a lot of how many cycles it's been, which is also why the gameplay functions in a way that generally you're expected to reset to the first day at least once. Hey, you want to volunteer as a sacrificial nuggie, huh? Normally I do have an option to submit a nuggie. Seeing as how I need nuggies anyway, if you would like to submit a nuggie, you are free to do so. Because we are getting pretty close to the end, and I really, really need to make sure I have enough nuggets in every section. Let me see. Let's just pop nuggets in everywhere. Ah, there we go. Emmy has paid for your nugget. Okay. We'll have... There we go. I need to adjust the middle layer at this point. Alright. Start by maxing stats. So 221. A 136. No, 136. Come on. Fine, I'll just write it in myself. 250. Okay. Alright, let's find a Nice hairstyle. Some of them are modded and color a bit weird though. Oh my god, I forgot how many of these I actually got. Let's get this one. I don't think we have anyone with this one. At least not one that we made on purpose. Jeez, I forgot. I have so many different hairs. We'll do a little spiky hair. Let's do matching purple eyes. That looks pretty nice. And we shall name it Taros. There we go. You can go down here for some training. Move you over there. And then we're gonna get some EGO. I'm not sure what kind of damage types we need right now. We have pretty good spread, I think, of everything. So let's do that. I believe, yeah, it does white damage, Black Swan, so we'll put that on. Then we'll go all the way up and dress up these baby nuggets. You guys don't matter that much because you're gonna be at the top. Hopefully you won't be dealing with anything too intimidating, but you're just gonna have to deal with the he weapon, man. I refuse to use Black Swan when I have P-Bird. Yes, honestly, that would be me. Thank you for the follow. Okay, there we go. So we need to max out research on our new abnormality, and that should be the only one that we are missing any data on. Everything else, I think, is already 100%. So, you know. So we have Perform, which is like the special ability of this one, but we're not going to be doing that. So let's get these guys working, since it's gonna take a while to max that out regardless. Okay, let's see. We'll work on Instinct first for the HP. Now I am not 100% sure, but I think that the the song that you can perform is copyrighted, so another reason to avoid that for a little bit. Okay, I think it should be fine even at -8%. Nothing there, please chill. I love you, but buddy, I don't have time for your breathing right now. Okay. Who's melting down? The teddy bear. Okay. Easy. Yeah, which is why we don't have Big Bird, because if you were to let them out, Emmy, I would be in a lot of trouble. Oh, that's a cute brooch you get, though. Okay. Yeah, I would not let you work for me, Emmy. I'm so sorry, but I do not trust you. That's why you're not in P-Bird section, man. Okay, let's see. There we go, that's 100%. Ooh, another white weapon. That wouldn't be too bad, actually. There we go. At least we're 100%ed, so we finished Bina's mission. Can't wait for that suppression, but I'm gonna try to cheese it, because I know the strat. Whether I will be successful or not, we'll see. Hawkma suppression, I still don't know if I have to uninstall the speed up mod or not, because I don't know for sure if he's gonna speed it up to ×5 or not. And if he speeds it up to ×5, I'm gonna need to uninstall it, because I don't think that's gonna be very nice to play. But we will see. Oh, of course someone is trying to let out these guys. That's fine. Okay. Where's the last clown? Oh, it's there. Nice. You're not gonna sneak in and release anything, Emmy, okay? Don't make me fire you. I'll put you in the storage. You'll never get to get out again. Another green noon. I give you nothing there, Gear, and this is how you treat me, Emmy. Come on, man. And I suppose it's a good thing we don't have Plague Doctor either. guys go take care of that one. Clerks are fighting. Okay, good. Take care of that one. Okay, easy peasy. Yeah, I'm just soloing that one, I guess. Nice. You guys can come down and take care of that one. Yeah. My poor grandma is not having a good time. She's been a little bit neglected. Oh wait, there's still one up here. Is that the last one? No, there's one down here. Go get that one, please. There we go. It's just, she's just lonely. Actually, that makes it sound worse. Look, alright, I'm sorry, Grandma. The big boys demand my attention, and they give a lot more energy than you do. I really need to stop pausing reflexively all the time because that's gonna mess me up later, but it's fine. It can't be worse than the panic of haunt suppression, at least, right? Okay, so we're gonna get Venus suppression unlocked now, which hopefully is going to go well. Oh my god, are you serious? Alright, we're taking King of Greed. I could re-extract, but I'm afraid of getting worse options, and King of Greed isn't hard to deal with. No, I'm not gonna have to restart from day one. I can just memrep to get Hakma in time. Actually, I should be able to get him in time anyway, I think. Probably? Possibly? I might be in a wee bit of trouble. We'll see. Because I think if I'm memrep, I should have just enough to get Hakma in time. We'll see. Yeah. We've been haunted by Mountain for a long time. This place, where there once was only silence, perhaps because it was only you and I here. It has gotten a bit livelier thanks to the Sephiroth. Unlike me, they were weak and lacked rationality. They made so many mistakes that greatly annoyed me. I do not approve of you placing the Sephiroth here. However, you told me that your atonement and the awakening of the Sephiroth were key to the untying of this knot I lie in. I didn't know what you were talking about. You also told me I wouldn't understand. You even blocked me from interfering with that relationship, saying that it must be left as solely your role. You were right, right as always. Even if I stay here repeating this endlessly, I suppose I still won't be worthy of understanding it till the end. To quote one of your favorite lines, a machine must behave as a machine. So I had to play the role of the observer, the only role you bothered to give me, enduring all the pain that others forgot. I don't think I'll have to point that out again. Yeah, we had a lot of train appearances. I did 100% research it off stream just so I have it researched. But yeah, the train is just not worth it. The benefits are so far outweighed by the flaws. You told me to sacrifice all of your body without hesitation. Would you have made the same choice if you knew that we would end up like this? I always ask myself that. This is no man's land, the place of silence. Most employees that visit and stay here lose their minds and embrace oblivion. It has been a long while since I had a proper conversation with someone. Maybe you were confused with the idea that I'm the only resident here. But there is in fact a companion of mine that passes the eternity with me. Let me introduce her to you. You created the bucket by reconstructing, dividing, and proliferating Carmen's body. And you managed to extract Cogito, the so-called fluid of life and death. At first, only a small dose could be extracted, but enigmatically that fluid started to gush out infinitely, and now has formed a pool. Can you see her? She's watching us from underneath the spring. When everything becomes too burdening, I quietly stare into the bottom. I feel as if she and I were the only two in the world when I do so. Sometimes it feels like she's talking to me, even though all that's left of her is just an amalgamation of flesh, brain, neurons, and unknown tentacles drifting beneath the spring. Someone injected herself with Cogito following her own principles, and someone else went mad for witnessing what happened. Another gave up his own body and fell into a state of limbo, unable to live or die. And the one that couldn't persevere herself through all this ended up confessing everything to the head. This is the collaboration of despair that you and her created. You still aren't qualified to look toward the bottom of the spring. To do so, you must look directly toward the path you travel. Do you seek redemption? Or do you seek to redeem me along with all the others that are trapped here? Whatever it is, maybe you think that saving this facility from sin as you have planned will fix everything for you. Just think for a moment. Even you, who hasn't left this facility for such a long time, you should be aware that people are hopelessly being killed by abnormalities in other branches even as we speak. And it's not just them. All the wings have their own painful stories, repeating perpetually. In the nests, in the back streets, in the ruins, in the outskirts. A pain much greater than what you have seen here prevails in the world. I have observed everything conscientiously, for I didn't obsess myself with an unreachable ideal to lock myself up in a cramped room like you. The world you looked up at the world you looked up at and the one I looked down upon are that much different. You captured me alive and tortured me to your heart's content, but still were sunken in despair. And someone will replace me as one of the arbiters of the head, swinging their claws at people like you. Even if you were to break the cycle somehow, it would be a perfectly, completely useless affair. Broken wings will outstretch anew. The brief resistance will be forgotten soon, and people will continue living, not for a purpose nor a dream, but rather simply because they cannot die. You may think that you have brought me down. Yet as you can see, I'm still at the peak, looking down upon you lot while you writhe like insects. I eagerly wait for the moment you fall into despair after realizing that this cycle of pain will never end. I want to see you kneel before the might of destiny, resigning yourself to your fate. Go on, slowly. Despair and succumb to your fate. Try to resist to the very end, and ultimately break yourself. As the last bits of your resistance melts away, We shall be the subterranean water that quietly flows underneath the earth. She was mortally wounded by Kali, but she was our only way out. It was a miracle that we captured her alive. We were too far down the road, filled with remorse and regret, to feel any sort of guilt. How to avoid the head's pursuit, the means to join the ranks of the wings, and the way for us, the few, to survive. It was impossible to figure those out on our own. She was hardly breathing, but our encephalon was still active. That was all we needed. We probed through her head like we did to Carmen. We searched for the way out. After that, we arduously gather up every single bit of those deformed pieces. The sentinel who guards the gates of hell must always be in despair. Such despair that he cannot even fall into the depths of hell. So that was fun, right? Right? We love it here, right? Oh my god. I've never seen trains show up that early, but also, oh my god, the safer choice? Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, that's awful. No. There's a reason I've avoided the train all this time. I've avoided the train, I've avoided Plague Doctor, and I'm avoiding Big Bird. Big Bird has never actually shown up in my options, but if he does, I'm not picking him because I have the other two birds. Okay, so let me see. I barely remember the cheese, but it's not super hard. I think, yeah, I think, what we have to do, and not on day 43, that's for sure. I'm probably gonna do a little show off, for, APOC and White Knight, because I do want to fight them, and I do want to get 100% so that I can actually, you know, show the true ending of the game. But not yet. Not right now. Okay, so let's see. We need to move some people around, potentially. Mothman have empty? If you mean Hawkma, it's because I haven't expanded his to the 4th yet. He's on 3, so he has 3. Hawkma. It's Mothman. Oh boy. Okay, so we will try to do the cheese. We're gonna need to sacrifice a nugget as well. So let's just get a generic nugget for that, for this particular time. That doesn't have any gear, because then I don't have to buy any new gear. Okay, good. I don't even remember what May had. Oh, this. So, we'll see if we can do this. So, the way Bina works is like Gebra. I want to say, by the way, Bina's boss design is like my favorite in the game. It looks so badass. But Bina makes special meltdowns happen all over the facility. And the simplest cheese to do is that we're gonna send people to work on all of these, and then we're gonna put the rabbits in her section as well. And if we do it correctly, everything will go fine. So let's make sure. Yeah, she lowers the Clifoth overload as well. So yeah, this is gonna be great. But we should have more than enough people to work on everything that is upset. If we do it correctly, yes. If we mess it up, then we're gonna have a bad time. But it's fine. I believe in us. When we do it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I should have more faith in my crew. Okay, you... Instinct... Oh my god, someone has to pick this up. Okay. We might have another sacrifice happening, potentially. Summer, pick that up. Yeah, she's a grandma supporter. Poor Ace. Took some damage. We'll send Ace up to do this one. And... Extraction team. And now we send everyone to work. So she can't get out of there. And as soon as everyone has worked on this, she will be weakened. As you can see, she's taking a lot of damage right now. I should probably wind this. Well, at least you didn't die from me not looking at Burrowing Heaven. So now she's done more of them. And I really should have wound this up early, but I forgot. Because now she summons a bunch of shit. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We got time, right? Alright. Goodbye, Nare, our newest nugget. Farewell. And it's time for the cheese! And there her health goes. Okay, rabbits, I need you to follow her, please. I like how, she's just not dead like she's supposed to be, but whatever, man. Wait, it didn't work on these? Why didn't it work? Oh, no. What the fuck? That's not fair, man. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't. Okay. That didn't work. Suspicious. That's the, lady facing the wall. Okay. I'm not sure why that didn't stop them. Askrim? But that's okay. No, this game hasn't been patched in years. It's fine, it's fine. Alright. Give me the meltdowns, bud. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the different meltdowns do, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I think because she didn't die like she was supposed to, it bugged out, and that's why it didn't stop the meltdown. So we'll see if it works this time. And if not, then we're just gonna have to work on everything, which we should have enough employees to work on everything, so it should be okay regardless. Ugh, that's rough. But you should be okay, I think. If not, I will be Sedge. Okay, I think. Yeah, this one. Oh god. Of course I'll be Sedge. Why is... Oh, she died from the first fucking hit. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll put some gear on her. Oh my god. I swear to god. Bina, I know you're upset at me, but come on, man. I will get this cheese to work. I will. Unlike Gebra, you can't... I mean, you can sort of cheese her, I think, with shelter, but it's gonna take forever. Okay, let me give you some EGO I don't really care that much about. Yeah. Okay, well, you don't need a weapon, because you're not going to be fighting, so... Core suppression. Yes. Okay, this time I'm actually gonna look at Burrowing Heaven and not forget. Okay, so he's gonna get out, but it's whatever. Oh, that's rough. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm a little bit sad about these pics of meltdowns, but here we are. Jesus, she did a lot of damage to you guys. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Alright, let's try this again. So to explain the way this cheese actually works, she has really high resistances unless you do all of her meltdowns correctly. If you do all of her meltdowns, she just loses a shit ton of resistances and get weaknesses, which is why the rabbits can kill her. Oh my god! She killed Deadpool. I'm sorry, Deadpool, you're gonna have to be dead. Jesus Christ. Oh, and Summers not panicking? She was at 0 SP, but okay. Technically, they do mention, like Mio did mention, that technically it goes against their contract to find an arbiter, but also, Bina, you know, technically she's not working for them anymore, so it's fine, right? Oh my god. I guess Summer can pick it up again. I'll do this. Ace do this. You really picked, like, the worst fucking options to kill, but whatever. We'll live with these unfortunate happenings. Who did I send to this the first time? Oh, I guess I didn't. I guess there wasn't anyone here. Or no, never mind. It doesn't tell me. I'm stupid. I think I sent Nicole? Eh, that's okay. I'll select burrowing in a second. Lady facing the wall. And you. Do I have anyone else up here that has, like, not as bad as you? No? I guess not. Okay, Kratos, I need you to keep winding this up. Keep her distracted, rabbits. You got this. Oh my god, this fucking guy. I don't have time, sir. All of them get done? No, what? Oh my god, I accidentally canceled the one to go for Letitia. Well, whoops. She gonna get mad. Whoopsie. But we got... Oh! Okay, I can no longer pause. Well, I can pause like this, but I can't pause with the other one. So, I need you to go in there. And actually die this time, please. So that it works. Okay, she actually died. Which means it worked. Come on, rabbits. Come on. Kill her, please. Oh my god, piece of shit. Okay, oh my god. How much did you lower it? 20%? Oh, you piece of shit. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem. Justin, go back in there, please. This is not good. This is, in fact, very bad. We are not vibing right now. Or we are not gonna get all of these in time. It's not happening, dude. Oh my goodness. Chill. Okay, what got out? Oh my god, two people are dead. Bina, please. Just die. Thank you. I will accept if we lose a couple of nuggets, alright? Just please take her out. Okay, we lost 4 nuggets. I will accept that. I will accept that. We could have probably done it better, but I will accept that. We got unfortunate on some of the AoE damage, unfortunately, but I will take it. Um, yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Express train to hell. Fuck off. Yet another place becomes a desolate wasteland in the end. Please, spare me. I did everything you told me to. Don't you get any impression when the place you belong to has been reduced to ashes and dust? Since childhood, scenery such as a myriad of stars illuminating the sky or the sun's radiant light beating down upon the earth couldn't impress me one bit. This, however, gives me a thrill that makes me thirst for more. But it's still not enough. My thirst has not been quenched just yet. Why are you trembling so much? Where'd the guts to betray your very own nest go? Please, let me go now. You got everything you wanted. The plan wasn't perfect by any means, but it wasn't all that bad either. Thanks to those that place their trust in you, we get to have this magnificent view. Trust is one of my favorite weapons, you see. It leaves a great wound, no? The sweepers will arrive soon. Wherever there is trash, they'll always be on time to gather it up. It's a symbiotic relationship, so to speak. We're too busy to take care of all the dregs. No, please. Ah, yes, that face. Anything but the sweepers, please. That vivid expression on your face is the testament to life. My two best companions, silence and the metallic scent of black tea. Wouldn't you agree? Now, the next stop is that place. It's rather displeasing that I have to depend on the information from some orange-haired girl. But the weak and the vulnerable tend to yield greatly valuable information. What kind of faces will show me what it means to be alive next? The only things that could excite me were the dying and the crumbling. Only the sound of their last breath and the expressions they made while they cling to their fading life could satisfy me. I recognized a long time ago that you and I were no different. We are the mutants this epoch has created. No, let's say that we are the new generation of humanity, fit better than anyone else to live through this age. That is why you could have planned all this. However, no matter what you achieve here, the world will not change at all. The wings on the rise, the organizations from the back streets, the creatures in the outskirts, the abyss within the ruins, arbiters like me, the claws in the eye. You'll never have a chance against them alone. But simply idling here won't change the world either. If there are no more places to run to, hide in, or rest, then I will witness everything you have to do with my own eyes. I shall not close my eyes just because my eyelids are heavy, nor shall I turn away just because the sight is painful. Simply proceed like you always have, then you may just triumph. The eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle. Yes, I will explain the cheese strat as soon as we're out of the cutscenes. Even if I didn't do it completely perfectly. Your scenario is reaching an end soon. Just do as you've done before. Although the energy you've collected will not be supplied to the outside, that doesn't mean your work was for nothing, or that this place no longer serves a purpose. My goal? Are you finally asking me now, after all this time? Of course, it's the same as yours. The conclusion of the script we have. If not, I wouldn't have a reason to go through all this trouble just to help you. So I think if we expand it to 5 on day 45, we can do the suppression on day 45? I think so, at least. Otherwise, we'll memrep, because memrep is every 6 days, so... So, now EGO will no longer be lost or destroyed when the wielder dies, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't think it counts for the people we lost during that. But, you know, it be what it be. We still have a lot of lob, so we can at least get some nuggets back. Let me move some nuggets down here. We did unfortunately lose Deadpool, but I will bring him back for next stream since he was a donated nugget. Let me see. I can probably bring you down somewhere, right? Yeah, probably down here. So, the cheese strat on Bina. Let me go in to begin management. Just so I can show. The cheese strat is basically, for the first wave, you make sure you have people working on all of her meltdowns, and you put the rabbits on the extraction. So that she's trapped in extraction and can't walk around. Because I think, unlike Gebera, she can't just teleport out of the rabbits. And as soon as you start working on all of them, you know, she gets the weaknesses. The rabbits can pretty easily nuke her first health bar. And then for the second one, I assume I probably should have worked the second one as well with the meltdowns, because they are the easier meltdowns. And then you use backwards clock for the final phase is probably the best way to do it, because that's when you hit the 60% and stuff, and you can no longer pause in phase 3. So trying to get people to work on everything is going to be pretty tricky. You can pause with escape, but you cannot pause with spacebar. So basically the cheese strat is just make sure you work everything, use backwards clock for the final phase probably, unlike what I did for this. I used it for the second. And she'll never get out of extraction, and the rabbits will just solo her. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. We're gonna play through this day so that I'm right before Hakma. We're gonna see what day 45, if it lets me do Hakma, but it should, I think. And then I can start with Hakma next stream, and then we can go into the point of no return. Though I might grind and try to get 100% on everyone before that point. I'm not sure if I'll be able to or not. But I would like to show the true ending. And to show the true ending... What are you shooting? Sir? What are my clerks shooting? Bina's gone, guys. My clerks are losing their minds, clearly. I don't think any of them are okay now. I don't know what they're doing, but good for them, I guess. We're just not gonna think about it. They're just gonna shoot there forever, it looks like. Alright. The nice part is only this can get meltdowns right now, but I don't remember. I think Hawkma might make it so that anywhere can have a meltdown. We'll know for sure once we unlock it, but I think he does, because otherwise it's just gonna be these four, which is gonna be way too easy. And I remember he's not hard, he's just tedious. It's not just one. There's like all of the clerks in here. All of them are just gathered up there, losing their minds. They're just all together, having a grand old time, contributing nothing. Okay, let's see. I think I counted it to 4 damages. Should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think they're trying to kill Bina. Still. I don't know why, but they try it. Yeah. Yeah, they sure do. But, you know, if they're gonna stay there and shoot for now, I guess they'll stay there and shoot for now. If it becomes a problem, we'll take care of it. Before, when I was trying to get the Aleph mission done, I had Mountain as my, like, 3rd Aleph. Because I didn't want to release Blue Star. And, I used some bullets because I didn't have execution. Well, they don't count execution bullets, so I just used him to shoot a bunch of my employees so that he would break out. It worked pretty well, to be honest. Yeah. Getting some practice in, you know. Who am I to judge them? They're just, you know, doing some overtime. Trying to prove themselves. Oh, the FPS. Rip. Please save my FPS. Save my frames. Okay, where are there still boys left? Down there. Probably doesn't help that the clerks aren't helping at all. Okay, where did they go? Up here. There we go. Okay, guys, seriously, you guys have got to stop this. Just stop. I did, but I can explain it again. The way it basically works is that for the first meltdown, you send people to work on every single meltdown, and you instantly call the rabbits to extraction so that they force Bina to stay in extraction. Unlike Gebra, she can't just teleport out. If she can, she has never done it, at least for me. And they'll keep her in there. And once you get all the meltdowns done for the first phase, she'll get a bunch of weaknesses and the rabbits will nuke her first health bar. At that point, you should not do what I did. You should not use backwards clock on phase 2, probably. But on phase 2, you send people to work again on every meltdown. And then you have backwards clock ready for phase 3, because at that point, you're going to be at like 50-60 percentages success rate. So it's easier to just sacrifice a single nugget for phase 3. And yeah, basically the rabbits will take care of Bina the whole time. There is some risk to your nuggets. Like, I lost, 3 extra nuggets to just the, like, AoE damage that she does across the facility and stuff. Which you can probably micromanage that to avoid as well. I didn't, but, we all make mistakes. So the cheese strat is pretty simple. Generally just work, and then backwards clock, and rabbits just take care of her the whole time. Yeah. I mean, you can probably do it without clock, but it'll be a bit riskier because, you'll have those low success rates on the... I think it's the cyan meltdown she does that lowers the percentage by like 20%, which is pretty nasty, so... But I always pick backwards clock if it shows up anyway, because it's so useful. And, usually I have at least one nugget that I'm not super attached to that I'll be willing to sacrifice for the good of the company. Yeah. Okay, 65, yes, I wanna meltdown. Why is it always flesh idle? Why can't it be something else? Yeah, the Aleph mission can be a real hassle. The Midnight mission is considerably easier, in my opinion, but that's because you can cheese Midnights too. Weatherby has probably seen some shit, to be honest. Poor guy. Okay, and then we need someone to go do this. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing that one right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I used censored mountain and orchestra because I did not have nothing there at the time, and I wasn't going to use nothing there anyway because nothing there is difficult. But I refused to let Blue Star out because I was not gonna deal with the amount of nuggets that were probably gonna die. Which is why I ended up going for Mountain. Because Mountain with just 1 meatball is not that bad. But as soon as he got 3 meatballs, it was awful, so I mem-repped him away. Okay. We'll do some insight. I do miss some of my cute nuggets, but I will probably remake some nuggets that we lost after this point. It'll be just like Hawkma said, you know? It'll just be another version of them waking up again. Nothing messed up about that, you know? They don't even get a break in the afterlife. Purple Noon, I see, I see. But we'll have enough energy before that even hits. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember when I was running from the first day again, I had so many issues with getting the double Olive choice, and it was just Melting Love, Mountain, and I think Orchestra. And it's just, oh. I never want to deal with Melting Love again. I originally picked it because it's supposed to be one of the easier to suppress, but it just instantly spread slime everywhere. Also, what has escaped? Why does it say there's a breaching abnormality? I'm not seeing anything breaching. Is it because of the Bina bug thing? Does it think something is escaped? I guess so. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, let's see what this cutscene is and if it lets us do Hakma on this day. Otherwise, I will memrep and get back to it. The time is upon you. It's time to complete the final piece of the puzzle you have been missing. May you have the best of luck on the last leg of your journey. Saying something like, I hope you will finally be happy, or that some leftover pain can be relieved now, have long become empty words. There are several more things I would like to say, but let me sum them up into one sentence. I wish you success this time. I enjoyed being with you for not only these 45 days, but also the moments you don't remember. Well, there is just one last Sephra you need to meet. He holds in his hands a warmth that looks so comforting, but he can shatter people's hearts like they're nothing. Yeah, all good, all good. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so it doesn't let me do a suppression on this day, so we're gonna have to memrep for Hakma, but that's fine. I'll do that off stream and get to day 44 again. And we'll start with his suppression next time, and then after that, um, if I have time, I'll grind everything to 100% off stream so that we can get the true ending. Otherwise, I will attempt to get the normal ending, and we'll get the true ending at a later point. But yeah, let's just memrep right away. Yes, I would like to memrep. I'm just gonna see if by memrepping we should be able to get him to max a day earlier, as long as Bina's section isn't maxed out. We will have enough time. Let's see, she's at least 4, right? He's only at 1. Oh, we might actually, yeah, I might actually have to start from day 1. We'll figure it out. This did get the nuggets back that were dead, though. We'll have to re-recruit Taros because the memrep is gonna reset him, but, or them. But, you know, it'll be fine. I will work on some stuff off stream. some grinding, and hopefully next time around we will be doing Hakma suppression, and then starting the days of no return. Yeah, but all the donated nuggets I have been bringing back, so it's no problem. And after Hawkma suppression and point of no return, assuming I can even beat it, because the final 5 days are pretty tough. But we'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Hopefully next time I'll have all the little nuggets lined up as well. And I'll see you all next time. I'm not sure what days I'll be streaming next week yet, but I will add them to the schedule as soon as I figure out which days work. And yeah, I will see all of you later. Thank you all for stopping by, and have a nice evening or morning or day or whatever time it is for you. Bye bye.